11th playoff game at Reunion Arena, 11th sellout, 17,001, and they are standing and waving towels, and they are ready, and so is our broadcast partner, Joe Michelin.
Ever since I was a little girl, I've always been really close with my dad. We've grown up going to sporting events, Rangers games, Stars games, more Rangers games, TCU games, and pretty much any other sport you can think of. We've been to so many different cities, gone to so many different ballparks, hockey arenas, and he has just blessed me with being able to love sports. My dad has been the biggest influence on my life when it comes to sports. When the Stars moved to Texas in 1993, my mom was pregnant with my brother and going into labor. Instead of my dad not going to the first game, my dad took me, of course, as a 2.5-year-old. This is my family and I standing outside of our house in Michigan with our Star Stanley Cup shirts on. This is Eddie Belfour with my brother and I after they won the Stanley Cup. This is my most prized possession. This is all of the tickets to the Stanley Cup finals the year the Stars won the Stanley Cup. And you see that little patch of 3 right there? Yeah, one of those tickets was mine. I got to go and my brother didn't. The miracle of 1980 really inspired my love of sports. So did going to the Rose Bowl championship and having TCU win. I was an on-field reporter for TCU and was actually on the sidelines when this picture was taken. Growing up, I was always that girl who loved sports. I had friends, but I played sports, a lot of sports. I played volleyball in middle school, should have played in high school, but ended up hurting myself so bad my freshman year that I couldn't continue playing anymore. Then I went on to golf, but I was always known as the athletic one. I actually won most significant and achieved athlete of middle school my 8th grade year. Then I went on to Texas Christian University, who is really well known for their volleyball program. TCU had wanted me to play volleyball for them when I was in 8th grade. After I hurt myself, though, they kind of lost interest, unfortunately. This is me playing volleyball when I was in 6th grade. People always thought I was a little more outgoing, a little bit more of a tomboy, and I always got nagged on it for it. No one really understood that I really just had a passion for sports and couldn't get enough of them. I was lucky enough to be brought up in a city like Dallas, who's home to 4 major sports teams: the Dallas Stars, the Texas Rangers, the Dallas Cowboys, and FC Dallas. I always knew I wanted to work in sports. In my sophomore year at TCU, I was given the opportunity to internship with the Dallas Stars. This is when I first faced adversity in the workplace. People are always like, oh, you're a girl, what does she know? And the first day I started working, the guys in the office were just trying to explain to me how the computer worked. They were really surprised when I sat down and actually wanted to do work. I told them, I've been going to Stars games since I was 2.5. I know a bunch about hockey, and if you give me a chance, I can prove it to you. I did that summer. I did a 400-page media guide for them, and it's one of the proudest things I've ever done. As you can see, going to sporting events and being with my family have really helped me. Although I did have to face some adversity with people telling me I couldn't succeed as a woman in sports, clearly I have. I've made many, many friends and made very many memories going to sporting events. Sports are my life, and I wouldn't trade anything about it. I love everybody that I've met, and the sports community is a very tight-knit one. We all love each other, and even though we might root for different teams, at the end of the day, we're all on the same team.